Hello everyone, welcome back to some more Star Wars Galactic Battlegrounds. In this episode we're doing Mission 2 of the Chewbacca campaign, Laying Down Roots. If I remember this one correctly, it's really just building a wonder and defending it, so we'll see how this goes. Let's hop right into it and see what it's all about.
Usually my buddy Han isn't a guy to jump into hopeless crusades, but I think he's going soft lately. No sooner had they met with Chewbacca, Han was agreeing to help them rebuild their government tree and contact the Republic. All this despite the very high probability of Imperial involvement. Come to think of it, he's either going soft or he's getting crazier. Maybe both.
Okay, so let's see here. Captain Trandoshan was in ruins. While we searched for survivors, our Wookiee allies told us what they knew. Trandoshan slavers had showed up a few days ago and started rounding up every Wookiee they could find. They stuffed them into pens and began transporting them off-world. Several Wookiees fought their way free and disappeared into the forest. There were probably hundreds of them out there trying to figure out where to go. Chewbacca had an idea: establish a base on the ruins of Captain Trandoshan and rebuild the shattered government tree. With the magnificent structure in place, the news would spread fast. The Wookiees were ready to retake Kashyyyk. Okay.
How is reconstructing a Wookiee tree
Right
center
away,
helping us to make contact with Lando and Luke?
And
Okay, I'll start building.
Down to berry bushes. They are starting on the wonder. Okay, so Chewbacca must survive, Han and Chewie must survive, and then we just got to reconstruct the government tree. Doesn't sound too bad at all, honestly. But let's go do some scouting and see what we can find. Let's go take a look down here first while we get our economy set up. So I guess I'm not sure what the max tech level in this one is. Probably tech level 2, might be tech level 3, I'm not sure. But we'll figure that out first. I think priority is going to be getting a tech level 2 just so we can get a stronger economy started. And they need to start building that. I don't know why they didn't go immediately. I want to do some scouting down and really figure out what we got going on. So, we do have a pretty nice amount of shorefish down there, so that we can use to our advantage. I'm going to build a second food processing center down here, and it looks like we got quite a few nerfs and some extra villagers down here, which is fantastic. Those nerfs are going to be essential. So let's go ahead and keep on scouting and see what else we can find. And let's send these guys back over here to our animal nursery. And then what do we get? Just one villager? 2 villagers. Awesome. I'm going to go ahead and get these guys started on carbon, because I feel like we're definitely going to be needing a lot of that. And so far, not too bad of a start here. Just going to keep villagers queued up. And looking pretty good. So I don't know where the Empire is, but I do see we got a house claim down here, and do have a few more troops, which is excellent. So that's good. And then what is this? Got some Imperial Scout coming through, which is fine. Let's keep scouting around really quick and see what else we can find. The Trandoshan slavers do not have a very high score, so I want to see if we can find them really quick and maybe take them out early on. I'm going to move this mounted trooper out to go claim that nerf, because I don't want to lose that. And yeah, let's go ahead and get them re-garrisoned, just because that's going to just be such a super nice food coming in. And so does this path... That path dead ends, so I guess we'll come up here and see what else we can find. And let's get more villagers queued up. Now, this one's kind of a slow start, honestly, but don't really mind that. Alright, got a few more mounted troopers, which is good. And let's send this villager back down to base to figure out... Put him on carbon, I guess. Probably the best option. And then anything else over here? Anything else I'm missing? Doesn't look like it. Alright, so let's see. Do have another worker over here we can get on carbon. And looks like we're pretty much at a point where we can focus on reaching tech level 2. So I'm just going to queue up a few more villagers, then we'll kind of pause that so we can advance and get ourselves set up nicely. Ideally, I want to hit tech level 2 kind of close to whenever the wonder goes up, just because I need to be ready to defend that. because trooper recruits and stuff in the Tech Level 1 are not very effective, and I really don't know what the Empire is going to send at me. Now let's just kill that Rancor really quick. Yeah, it should take 1 second. And let's go scout up north. This seems like this is where the path is taking us. Alright, we do have an Imperial sentry post, which is not a good sign. I don't really feel like I need to attack the Empire per se. I just need to... Alright, Trandoshan slavers have themselves a turret. So let's get that turret with our mounted troopers really quick. They should be able to burn that down pretty quickly. And we'll make them stand ground really quick. And yeah, they'll be able to take that out without taking any damage, so that's good. And then once this last worker comes out, we should be able to advance Tech Level 2, which is good. And then once these guys done with the berries, they're going to go straight down to fishing, because I feel like that's going to be more efficient than farming for the moment. And that allows us to kind of use our resources for something else, instead of having to waste all that carbon on farms. So let's get them spaced out. There we go. And then, yeah, that should go pretty well. We got that building done, so that's good. We can advance now that turret's destroyed. And then let's come look up here. I take it the Trandoshans have to have more stuff up here. There wouldn't just be a turret there for no reason. And here we go. So, mission 1, if we destroy these buildings, we got troops out of it. So I would hope it's the same in this one. So let's go ahead and kill this guy. Trandoshan slavers do have a decent amount of hit points to them. They're like 150 each. So they are kind of tanky and kind of difficult to deal with. But as long as we're just focus firing, it should go pretty well. We lost 1 trooper there, which is okay. And this will clean up the rest of them. So let's kill him. And now we can burn down these buildings. And actually, we got 1 more over here. See if we can get him taken out. There we go. So yeah, let's burn these down and figure out if we get any other resources out of there. Let's go ahead and get Tech Level 2 going as well. And this is looking pretty good, actually. Okay, so the Empire does have TIE fighters. That is good to see. So I will need some form of anti-air units once I hit Tech Level 2. So I can't forget that. And then we've got some strike mechs out of here, which is excellent. Those are super effective against ground units. There are a few more Trandoshans working their way up here. Let's kill them really quick. And now let's focus on this building and figure out what we get out of here. Yeah, really. I remember I struggled on this one a lot as a kid, but I remember I didn't struggle in the beginning. I remember like towards the end of defending the Wonder, they do kind of send quite a few units your way, and that's when it gets difficult. So hopefully we're much better at it now that I've grown up quite a bit. Now let's see what else we get out of here. We do have, what is this, like 6 strike mechs, which are excellent. Like I said, they're super effective at clearing out units, so I'm glad we got all of these. And this building is going to open, so that Trandoshan, there we go. And once this building goes down, I believe that is everything that we can get from here. And I don't think that, that should be the Trandoshan's last unit. So once that guy dies, they'll resign, but I'm not really too worried about that right now. And we did hit Tech Level 2, which is good. And so really quick, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get 2 troop centers built. Just because I know that is going to be important for getting my army built up before the Empire comes after me. So this right here is a pretty significant force. I remember that we cannot hit Tech Level 3. We can only be in Tech Level 2. Which does kind of complicate things, but not too badly, I guess, because we have mech destroyers, those are going to be like my most valuable unit, because I know that the Empire, they can create those, I believe it's like the Dark Troopers, and those things do take bonus damage from mech destroyers. So that is so my mech destroyers will come in handy for that. Let's go ahead and get a war center up, so we can get some upgrades. I can't build a mech factory, I can build a spaceport, but I don't really see the need for a spaceport at the moment. And then let's get some eco upgrades going. Let's get irrigation before I have to officially switch over to farming. And now I've got my first troop center up. Let's go ahead and research trooper. And once the second one goes up, we can research advanced mounted trooper, or heavy mounted trooper, my bad. And let's go ahead and quickly turn around and see if we get a kill on him. Trandoshan slavers defeated. Excellent. Alright, so we're at 35% on our wonder. As soon as these guys are done fishing, I think I will go ahead and just move them over to... I'm going to send 2 more over real quick. I just really want to pace it because I know that once that is up, the Empire is going to come out and trying to attack us, so I want to make sure that we're just ready. So I will go ahead and send 5 more over. And I feel like that should be a decent number for right now. Let's get stimulants going so we're getting more food out of our animal nursery. And then let's get binoculars for sure. And then at some point I need to get someone on ore because I do feel like having some more turrets up will be pretty helpful. I think turrets are going to be essential for holding this center area over here. And we do have quite a lot of ore at our disposal. So once we get a few more on Nova Crystals, we'll transfer some over to ore. And I'm going to build up some more houses really quick because I do want to see, is our population limit going to be restricted to 75? Or can we potentially hit 100? And honestly, I feel pretty good about this one right now. I don't think it's going to be too hard, but this is just such a nice nostalgic moment of like, I just remember sitting in my room after school doing this one. And I mean, I don't know, this is just a really fun memory for me. I really like this game. I mean, you can get it for like, what, $7 or $6 on Steam, and I mean, for that price, it's definitely worth it. So, really quick, let's get some anti-air troopers up right now, just in case they start sending some stuff. I think about 8 anti-air troopers. No, let's go for 10. I want to be safe. And then let's definitely get some mounted troopers built, because they are just super helpful. I mean, if we're building a wonder, I would assume the AI will try to send a lot of, like, heavy weapons, mechs, and stuff like that. And mounted troopers are super handy because they can tank a lot of damage, and they do a lot of good damage against units like, you know, heavy weapons stuff. So, I want to make sure we get at least 10 of those coming out, and it looks like our population limit will be 100, which is good. So let's go ahead and get some more houses up, and once that one goes up, it looks like it is pretty much time to transfer over to farms. So I'm going to go ahead. We really didn't leave ourselves a lot of good room to build farms, which is kind of a stupid choice, but we'll make it work. I think because we have so many nerfs in our animal nursery, it's not really going to matter too much. And we should be able to recover just fine here. And yeah, just because of how poorly I laid out my buildings, I don't have a lot of space to work with. So this is looking pretty good here. Got plenty on Nova Crystals. And I'm going to send just a few villagers up north to that ore stockpile. Just because, like I said, I do want to make sure we have plenty of turrets up. So let's get these guys on defensive stance. I'm going to try to move the rest of my army up here as well. Again, defensive stance. I don't want anyone roaming off and, you know, accidentally getting killed or anything. I'm going to bring Han back to the
On my way.
back to the command center, and I think I'll probably do the same with Chewbacca and Weebaka, because last thing I want to do is lose a hero in some fight once they start coming to raid me, and have to restart the entire thing. So let's grab Weebaka as well, and garrison him over here. And then now that we got one villager over here at least, so let's get that ore coming in, because like I said, that's going to be super crucial for our defense over here. And maybe I really don't see the need to build more villagers. I feel like I just need to do better with what I got right now. And let's get these guys go ahead, start on ore. And we don't have any idols, which is good. We have a decent amount on carbon. It really will just be a matter of spreading these guys out as best I can once the wonders finish. We're now 3/4 of the way there, and you just know we're going to have to defend it. And we have plenty of anti-air troopers. I feel like if they send anything, or anything regarding an aerial attack, we should be able to handle that just fine. I don't understand why Chewbacca just stops moving entirely. Is he going to get to town center? We can't garrison him. Okay, interesting. I wonder why that is. So let's go ahead and move these mounted troopers over here. That is interesting. I upgraded to advanced mounted troopers. Okay, here we go. First round. There are those dark troopers, which are super annoying, but luckily, so those mech destroyers do have a ton of damage against them, which is super helpful. And now that I'm thinking about it, I probably do want to have some sort of medic over here. Just because I know that my units are going to be taking a decent amount of damage as this fight begins. So they are sending an artillery unit over, which is not good. And now I think we're going to hit the steady stream of just everything roaming in here trying to destroy the wonder. So now the actual action of the campaign has begun. And I'm just going to keep re-rallying everyone to the back because I feel like it's just the best move. Let's all just stay back, let them come to us, and just keep playing defense. And so medic can now go to work and get everyone healed up, which is good. Let's go ahead and get sensor beacon. And I think I'll probably put a few sentry posts up just so I can take a look at what they're sending my way. And that wonder will be up any moment now. And sure enough, there's a TIE fighter. And yeah, honestly, these anti-air troopers are not very accurate. We would definitely need we need any sort of aerial unit to come to a complete halt for them to hit, really. But if they send bombers or anything after us, we should be okay. And that heavy trooper is going to go down very nicely. And it looks like that TIE fighter is just kind of doing a scout and run. And here comes more. That medic is arriving a little late, kind of useless. And so now that we've got the wonder pretty much built, I'm saying we will move these guys over here, and for the time being, we will put them on ore once that building
Great,
is.
so your government tree is restored. Now let's hope we can keep it defended against the Empire in Trandoshan.
And now we gotta defend it for 200 days, so that's not... It's not an impossible task by any means. I don't know where that strike mech and 2 troopers just randomly came from. That is super weird. I guess they were hiding up here. Huh. Okay, that's interesting. Or if they were chasing someone, I really don't know where those guys came from. Alright, so... I don't know why I just gave a whole speech about how we should build more turrets down here and totally forgot to do so. I don't think I'm going to worry about walls. I don't think that's going to make that big of a difference, really. But I do think turrets just having as much fire on the opponent as possible is going to make a huge difference for me. And so let's just keep everyone a little more on the front. And at least the time goes by relatively fast for defending the wonder. I don't think they're going to be sending huge waves quite yet. I think once we get below 100 days, that's when, like, the actual tough stuff is going to be happening. And so, we do have another mech destroyer back over here, which I don't know where... I don't know if they chase... I mean, they're on defensive stance, so I really don't know where that came from, to be honest. Super weird. And now, let's go ahead and send one more villager over here, and here comes the next wave. They're not going to get very far. There does seem to be just kind of a steady stream, which is not too hard to deal with, and do have some sort of anti-air mobile coming up, which is fine. I mean, I don't understand why they send those. We can't even build any air units. And then I'm going to go ahead and build a sentry post, just kind of down here in the middle of nowhere, just so I can have a little more vision on what they're going to send. And they might even stop and attack that sentry post and just buy me a little more time. And so let's go ahead and get primary focus coils research, just because that is going to come in super handy for some more damage against our opponent. And let's go ahead and just click this just so it stops blinking. And then turret should be going up, and it looks like next wave is on its way. And are they? Yeah, okay, they're gonna leave my villager alone by the looks of it, so that's good. Looks like they really are just primarily focused on making sure they get damage on the Wonder, which is a-okay with me. I mean, we do have a Rancor right there. I don't really want to. I'll send some of these guys down to deal with it real quick. This pummel should go down pretty quickly. Our mech destroyers are making pretty short work of that. There we go. And we're looking really good. So now that is going down. I'm going to build a sentry post kind of tucked in here among the trees. And Rancor goes down. No problem with that. And like I said, sentry post will go up just so we can have a little more sight into what they got going on back there and how big their operation is. I really don't know how big the Imperial base is that we're fighting. I mean, I'm definitely not going on the offensive just because they are an entire tech level ahead of us. And that's kind of a interesting perspective. They do have quite a bit back there, but at least we have some better vision into that. And that's just my dog trying to destroy a toy right now. I don't really need that in the background. And then let's just get maybe one or two more turrets going. And these mech destroyers are going to make super short work of that pummel. Very nice. And we are... What is that? Okay, they're building a fortress, so that is slightly concerning. Don't really like the looks of that. That's a-okay. And we're not going, like I said, as long as we're not going on offense anytime soon, so I really don't think it's going to come back to hurt us at all. And I do like that I have that sentry post up down there because I do like being able to see what's coming up next. And then let's do that, and let's send one more guy down here for another sentry post. And I mean, it's just such a slow and steady stream of units right now that they're probably going to have some sort of big push coming soon. I just don't want those mech destroyers wandering off too far, because if I lose those, then it will get more difficult. I mean, it's almost... I wish I would have gone up there and tried to actually, like, deny that, just because... Like, you know, I don't know, maybe buy myself a little more breathing room. If they don't get that fortress up, they can't create any dark troopers out of it. So that would have worked in my favor for sure. But for the time being, let's just get back to putting turrets up. We'll probably just go for just a few more. I wish we could have anti-air, because I am worried about what if they send like bombers or something out after us. And these sentry posts are super handy. This is very helpful. I'm going to build another one down here and just try to keep seeing what kind of vision I can get on his base. I do find it interesting that that power core for the shield generator is outside of the gate. Almost makes it feel like that if you wanted to go on the offensive in this campaign, you could. And yeah, I think that is pretty much the extent of the vision I can get down here. So I'm going to send this villager back just because, I mean, there's really no point in going further that way. We will build another sentry post up here, just because I want to have a little more vision to what are they guarding back there specifically. So here comes another wave. They are sending a bounty hunter, which... I mean, bounty hunters do a ton of damage against units, but we have so many built up, I'm not really concerned about that. And our farms are depleted, but honestly, I don't really care. We only have 75 days left. I'm not going to use the food that I currently have. Let's get these guys going on carbon. And let's get some mounted troopers coming out just so we can hit max population and, you know, finish strong here. I am going to steal a villager really quick and and just have him finish that before the other one gets there, because I really don't see a need to wait. And I really just want to make sure I have good vision to what's coming my way. So let's see here. Yeah, I don't know what my dogs are going crazy about, but I'll figure that out eventually. Okay, transport ship coming in, that's not good. The anti-air units are on the opposite side of the Wonder. Please, please, please get a shot off at least. Nope. Okay, so they sent in a bunch of strike mechs. Can we hit this one? Nope. Okay, so now we got dark troopers dropping right on top of us. Don't like dealing with it. Pretty much gonna, I don't know, two-shot your troops basically. They do a ton of damage, which is not good. Awesome. And then anti-air mobile goes down. Here comes the aerial raids. They do have two fortresses over there. Alright, here comes all of their bombers, which is the one thing I was worried about. So, anti-air troops are all set up quite nicely, so they'll take care of those TIE fighters pretty quickly. Here come the bombers, actually a pretty decent amount of them. And we're just cleaning them up, which is super nice. So I'm going to try to hit my anti-air troops first, but that's not going to do much. Alright, 41 days left. That was a decent push they just sent. Maybe they'll send a few more bombers our way. I don't know. Hopefully not. But right now we are holding pretty good. And so it's just too tempting. I want to put another sentry post up. I don't think that's in range of that fortress. It might be. Nope, it's not in range. We're still safe. And I'm going to go ahead and build just another one just so we can keep looking into what they actually have. It's a pretty decent base they have set up, actually. I'm kind of impressed. And so, one random anti-air mobile, I don't know why they send those. It's absolutely worthless. And honestly, we probably could have denied the fortress they had. They are building a third one, but that's not... It's too little too late. We only have 25 days left in our Wonder. That medic will go down. And it pretty much looks like this is going to be an easy victory for us. This one wasn't too bad at all. Honestly, I think Princess Leia 3 is the one that I've had the most difficulty with. That one was rough. If you guys haven't seen that video, go make sure you check that one out. That one we almost lost it. And 18 days left. And really, here comes their last little push. They just got a few mounted troopers, which aren't going to be too difficult to deal with. We just have such a large force built up that, I mean, when you do all this trickling in of your army, it's just not going to do anything against mine. So that's going to be the end of this one. Pretty much. We've got 10 days left. Mounted troopers go down. And super easy stuff here. 9 days left. And yeah, I don't even think they're going to send one more push after us. So this should be the victory. And it's going to be game over. One little last anti-air mobile, which isn't going to do anything. 5, 4, come on, 3, and this will be over in like 2 seconds. As soon as that fortress goes up, it's probably when it's going to end. 1 day left, and that's it. We are victorious. Alright, let's see what the ending cutscene is.
The government tree had been built and defended. I wouldn't have believed it, but then again, I've never seen anything a Wookiee couldn't build or fix, given enough grease and transmission wire. But, as with most of Han's plans, the scheme to contact the Republic didn't go quite as smoothly as it should have.
Alright, so that one was actually not too bad. Next one will be Reunion Amongst the Trees. Which, I mean, I remember doing Laying Down Roots when I was younger. Reunion Amongst the Trees, I don't remember if I even ever did that one. So that'll be a new experience for all of us. So if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more, because we will be finishing this campaign. So that will finish it for this one. I'll see you guys in the next one.